Hello there and welcome to my Starship Emporium. Well, the Cursed expedition has been going a few days now, and many people have already got their Boundary Herald, and I'm about to go and get mine for real and see what this ship is all about. A few people have been asking, is this actually any good as a ship? What is it based on? And what sort of performance could we get out of this thing? So we're going to go and take a bit of a deep dive and take a look. So first of all, we need to get it from the Quicksilver tradesperson Johnny 5. There it is, the Boundary Herald. Achieved by completing the Cursed expedition. So here we are, it's an S-class ship. Let's just compare it to the Sucender. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But however, was potentially some interesting stats coming up. So we're going to buy that. And we're going to take a close look at what this machine has to offer. Now, it should be where I left my other ship. However, where's it gone? What's it done with it? Oh, for crying out loud, it's over there. Alright, so when you claim one off the Quicksilver merchant, it doesn't necessarily put it where your previous ship was. Point to note, Ricey. Have a look round before you start running around the anomaly. Okay, so here is this beautiful Boundary Herald disc-shaped UFO-style spaceship, the first UFO in No Man's Sky. Let's get into the cockpit and just have a quick look at what we've been given. Alright, so here we are. It's got some decent stuff, and look at the... Wow, look at the hyperdrive range. What's that doing there? We need to investigate more. Let's get down to the Emporium base and start digging. And here we are, and first off, isn't this a glorious, glorious machine? I've been asked, is this the biggest ship in No Man's Sky? Well, not 100% sure. I would guess that the haulers with the double boxes on is a bit wider, but certainly not as deep or as long. So I would suggest that the Boundary Herald, by sheer mass, size and dimensions in width and length, is probably the most massive ship in No Man's Sky. Not necessarily the biggest, however, she is rather large. Anywho, and gorgeous. Let's start having a look at what this starship is all about. So this one is stock straight from the factory. The inventory is fairly standard. It looks kind of haulerish size, or maybe an S-class fighter size. In these game files, it's down as a fighter, but that doesn't mean to say it acts like one. But it comes with a fair amount of bits and bobs. Already installed some upgrades. Let's find out where these supercharged slots are. There's 3 of them. There should be a 4th. Don't know. It might be hidden behind one of the slots that's not open. Or I'm just not seeing it. One of the two. Stats wise, we've got 372, 266. However, we've got 1212 as a hyperdrive range. That's not fighter. It's even more than explorer. The maneuverability is quite good as well. What's going on here? That's not usual. Something a little bit different's happening. Okay. So we need to dig in and have a check. Okay. So given that these are our base stats, with the equipment we've got that came pre-installed, let's see what we can do with it. Why do we have an Apollo figurine? Sometimes these can change the stats, but this isn't doing anything by itself. Let's take it out completely. Let's package it up and pop it in there. Has it changed? Has the stats gone down? I don't think so. Let's pop it back in just to see. No, it's not made a difference at all. But if you do group some of these bobbleheads together in certain configurations, it can increase your stats a little bit. We've got a phase beam as the upgraded weapon and an infra knife. But I think the infra knife might be the default because that's the damage potential we're getting. Okay. A lovely golden starship trail. Oh yes, of course, because that engine is massive at the back. And a good select. We've got the indium drive already, which means we can fly to any colour type star. A couple of upgrades, a supercharged slot there, and that. Oh, there's the fourth one hidden. It was underneath the hyperdrive. All right, so let's juggle this round. Let's use these locations to see what we can get as much as we can with the upgrades that it comes with. An emergency warp there. We've got 2 S-class upgrades. The indium drive is an S-class upgrade. Shuffling these around, we're up to 1344 already using the supercharged slots. It's worth just juggling these around a little bit just to see, or just to squeeze out the best positioning with the supercharged slots that you've got to get the maximum benefit out of the bonuses that we're getting. Adjacency is important, as are the locations of the supercharged. Ooh, 1474. That's not bad from a ship you've just picked up from the factory. Can we get it any higher with what we have? I don't think using that supercharged slot is going to help us. It's too far away. That's gone down. Put that over there. No, that's even worse. Ooh, crikey. Yeah, keep that supercharged there. Put that there. That side, 1407. Nope. That's up a little bit, but not quite what we were at. Yeah. Okay, so 14. That's 1414 down there. How do we get to? Yeah, 1474. I think is about as much as we're going to get there. That makes no difference. Put that over there. So that's all right. We could use that other supercharged slot for our weapons or the pulse engine to increase our maneuverability. But let's see. Let me head over to my freighter, pick up my bits, and let's upgrade this. Alright then, so I've been up to my freighter and collected all the bits I can muster. Yes, there it is. Look, ooh, very ominous, floating in the sky. And filled the starship with plenty of goodies. Let's see what we have. Oh yes, look at that. We've got lots of upgrades, and we need to see how far we can get this. The first thing we need to do is to upgrade our inventory. We need to get as many slots available to us as we can so we can move things around and have plenty of space to work. So let's just try and upgrade. There we go. Right, so let's max out our technology. Oh yes, as you can see, I have a good number of starship augmentations to throw at this thing. And let's just see how much cargo and stuff we can actually expand this to. So yeah, going nicely. Keep on going. It's handy when you got the bits. Don't forget, if you want any of these bits, just dive over the Discord and ask, and I'm happy to pass stuff along. So there we are. Let's have a look. See, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60 technology slots, and 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's that? 110? 100? 110? But there's a bit of space at the bottom, so it's not hauler size, but it's not far off. So it could be based on fighter stats, could be based on explorer stats. We'll dig in towards the end and have a look to see exactly what we've got. So let's move some of this stuff out of the way, just so we clear out some room around our supercharged slots and give us some space to play with the upgrades. So we've got shields, got pulse engine, move that down there, nice, out the way. Let's clear these supercharged slots so we can see what we've got. Okay, so there's the 3 that we're going to use for the hyperdrive, maybe that one, but I don't think it's going to help because of course we can only have 3 upgrades. Now we've got 2 already, so there's the indium drive doesn't count, so we've got one there with 230 light years, that one there with 222. Let's see if we can get any better than that. So let's pop one and pop it in next to those, and that's coming in at 221. So yeah, okay, we can do better than that. Let's grab another. Doesn't matter about the red lines just at the minute. 236, that's nice, that's getting close to max. So let's get rid of the lowest one. That's that one there. So let's okay, grab another. See if we can beat what we've got. So we have 233. Nice. So that means we get rid of that one. That'll probably do us. 233, 236 is on the high end. So let's stick those into our supercharged slots. Put that next to it. Hyperdrive in the middle, giving us 2, 1, 2, 3. Nice. Oh, forgot that one. 2192. So let's jiggle these around a little bit just to see how we can get along. No, ooh, 2190 there. 2192. Hey, that's alright, isn't it? Considering it was 14 something earlier, we've almost doubled it, not quite. Let's play with our maneuverability. So our pulse drive, we can do a similar sort of thing. Bring out a few additional upgrades and see what we get. So we have +7, +6 and +8. Okay, let's get another. And this one's coming in at +9. Okay, so we can lose the lowest, that one there, the +6. That's it. And let's try and get a better one. And we can keep doing this for as many times as we like, depending on how many upgrades we've got. +6, no. Okay. So pop that one there. Yeah, supercharged slot that one. Not supercharged, but put that one there. We're getting 901. Oh no, 952. That's not far off 1,000. That's all right, you know. That's okay. Very nice. Shields we haven't really looked at yet, and I probably won't for this one. Let's move our landing or launch thrusters out the way. Again, keep that adjacency. Get as many as you can close to each other. Yep, and again, get as many adjacent sides as you can. Touch in, not bother about Infoknife because we've already got upgrades for the phase beam. Let's upgrade the phase beam a touch. There's that one. Not changing that, probably because Infoknife's taking it from the Infoknife. That's at 4,846 at the minute. That's at 3,006. Let's get another one. Stick that there. That's gonna. We're up to 6.2 now, so that's quite good. And we've still got 3.6 in the Infoknife. We can always upgrade the Infoknife as well in the future if we want to, but that's our 3. No. Can we make it any better? So it's +27, +25, +24, +25. Get rid of the 24. There we go. Which gives us, doesn't change that, but it gives the DPS of 6.3. That's okay, with a couple of basic upgrades and no supercharged slots. Depends what you want to use this ship for. Without hyperdrive range, I'd be going exploring. But it seems to have an unusually large hyperdrive range. Let's look at that in a minute. How does it handle though now we've upgraded it? Let's get it up into space and see what it feels like to fly. Just get past the... what did I park my freighter there? It's right in the way. Okay, let's get some space between us and the planet. And how does it feel to fly? It's alright actually. Is it as nimble as a fighter? Maybe. It's certainly got the speed behind it. Yeah. Maneuverability is alright. It feels good. And if we slow down as well, we get that extra tight turning. And you can... This will handle itself fairly well, I reckon. So you've got the speed, you've got the handling. Oh yeah, look at that. That's yeah, that feels quite nice actually. I think because of the big cockpit, it's got a, and you know it's big. You've got that kind of pre-expectation it's going to fly like a hauler, but it doesn't. It's got that, yeah, with nearly 1,000 maneuverability. It's all right. It's okay. It's not sluggish. You could certainly use this as your daily driver. Go exploring and go fighting. And oh, doesn't it look gorgeous? It's just lovely. What we need to do though now is to dig in to those stats behind the scenes and try and figure out why those stats are what they are. But teams are coming down to the planet anyway. Another question that was posed is, does this thing hover? It's a very good question. Does it hover? Let's find out. So let's just go across the ground and pull back on the throttle. No, it's not hovering. It doesn't hover. Sorry folks, if you want a hovering ship, stick to your Sentinel interceptors, but unfortunately, no, it doesn't hover despite it being a UFO. So you have to teleport up your prey whilst on the move. It is, because it's large, quite difficult to land at times. Yeah, that is another downside. It's going to be difficult to land in voluptuous or rocky type terrains, the mounds and the things that we see all over the place. It needs a bit of a landing spot to be able to land. So it doesn't hover, can be difficult to land at times, but apart from that, it's a cracking ship. Okay, let's take a look at what's behind this ship. Now of course, yes, we all know Ricey uses a little bit of save editing to help. One of the benefits of that though is that you can see the base stats that you can't normally see in game. So I made a save and looked at the ship details. Now it's a little bit interesting, this one, because as we can see, the damage is quite well up there, the shields are fairly well up, the hyperdrive is way above what we would normally see, and the maneuverability is quite high as well. And this is the multiplier stat. Now each of the ship classes or ship types has a range in which these multipliers can live, and this one is looking very like a fighter except for the hyperdrive. I'll show you what I mean. In my spreadsheet of numbers, this is the stats range or multiplier range for fighters. As we can see, the damage is up to 90, shields up to 38, hyperdrive nothing, and maneuverability up to 45. And that fits all the others apart from the hyperdrive. None of the others are fit, it's either too high or doesn't count. So what I'm surmising is that this ship is a fighter class starship as far as the stats are concerned, but they've added an additional multiplier to the hyperdrive for this particular ship, which if true gives us the benefits of a fighter and an explorer to go running around the verse. So there we are, the Boundary Herald. What a great ship. On that note, I hope you've enjoyed the video, a bit of a deep dive, and that you enjoy your Boundary Herald as much as I'm going to enjoy mine. If you'd like to join my fabulous subscribers, please feel free to click the button and hit the bell. If you'd like to buy me a brew, there's a link down below, and I'd like to say a huge thank you to my members whose generosity really helps to keep the Emporium going. So thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.